Hey, this is Jinzuro here, and we are back in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, I think, hopefully, finally, this is gonna be the final stand here. Well, first we gotta kind of make sure the preparations are set between. I think we're going to all the encampments, at least from what they told me. I think we're going to all the encampments to make sure the preparations are complete, and then we're going to lay siege. I'm just curious. I mean, does that mean I can sneak back into Talmberg? Where are we right now? Okay, so we're here. So what happens if I go? Yeah, let me go back over here real quick. I'm curious. My curiosity must be sated. What's it looking like right now? Is there a way for me to just sneak in here? I'm curious. Wait, it's oh wait, that's right. Nothing left with these chickens here. Pebbles, wait. Open the gate, Pebbles. Oh. I wonder if I can shoot him. Got him. He's coming back for more. You're not gonna hit me from that angle. What are you doing? Ah, crap. Got him. Oh, wait, I canceled that. So I killed 2 of them. Okay, I'm curious now. Is there a way? Wait, did I put my armor back? No, I didn't. Put my armor back on. Okay, I think I'm pretty much... Check my armor kit here. So nothing I need to do for armor. Just need to blacksmith the bow. And then kill 2 of the guys over there. Oh man, if they... What side did they go up? I wonder if they left the ladder. Because that would be... I think they went up this... Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, whoa. I didn't even see this guy. I mean, come on here. Take out. Where's the bow? I didn't even see this guy. Go ahead and fire. Ah. I have a shootout with this guy. Bam! I know I got him. Come on. All right, let me stop wasting time here. Let's put that up. Wait, what? Where did these guys come from? Did they follow me over here? Or have they been back here the entire time shooting and I didn't notice? Did I not notice them the first time I walked in here? Did I really not notice these guys? Oh wait, I wasn't back here. Or was I? No, I wasn't back there. I came through this way. They were further back. No wonder I didn't notice them. Alright, well let me... Come on, Pebbles. You could have opened up the gate for me, Pebbles, but no. You're right behind enemy lines. Alright, so let's stop playing around and get this taken care of here. Oh, here he is. Okay, so what do we need to get taken care of?
What needs to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. But what we have here now is havoc. The men are as nervous and short-tempered as caged bears. When you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling everywhere, complaints about everything from the gruel to the fleas. They're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. We've got dead who deserve a decent burial, and a lot of wounded, including one of their lordships. The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all be. But that's not even the main problem.
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar, our master builder?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He said he'd never built a trebuchet catapult. I wouldn't even know where to start, but he might.
But, if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait until Judgment Day. We don't have that much time.
I'll try to ask him if I can help in some way.
You should definitely do that. Without a trebuchet, we're much too weak.
Oh boy.
How are you faring, Sir Raybard?
How do you think I'm faring, lad? There's some cutthroat thug lolling about in my bed at the castle.
Well, at least no one's raised Talmberg.
Not so far. Though we may end up doing it ourselves to smoke the bastard out.
I imagine Sir Divish isn't taking it too well.
And why do you think he handed command over to me? But it pains my heart too. That place is my home.
What's the easiest way to take back Talmberg?
The easiest way? Call in the Royal Army and leave it to them. But there's no Royal Army to help us now, and we can't afford to wait. What's more, we don't want to destroy the castle. Personally, I'd like to return to it.
Repairing the castle would be expensive.
And time-consuming. No trebuchet is wholly on target. The missiles fly as they please. And if we blast the castle to pieces and Sigismund comes back, he'll make short work of us.
Do you think Sigismund will come back?
How do I know what's in his head? But if he doesn't take advantage of this chaos, someone else probably will. The whole country will know about it soon enough.
I'd never have thought so many people were keeping an eye on Talmberg. Like that fellow Havel.
Not only Talmberg, and we've left precious few men in Ratai. If we're defeated here, who's to stop them from pillaging the whole province? And there's no shortage of power-hungry bastards like Havel and Toth in Bohemia.
Is there some way we can get through the gate?
There are steps from the gate up to the walkway on the battlements, and I don't know how Istvan's covering them. Then there's the portcullis to get through. A big battering ram might breach it, but how could you get one that close? I reckon we'll have to set fire to it.
Stack up brushwood and light it?
Brushwood, timber, anything that burns, soaked in as much pitch as possible. The local charcoal burners surely have some.
And even if it doesn't burn the gate right down, it'll weaken it and make it easier to break through.
Exactly.
And what about the walls? Which side is the most vulnerable?
The south and east are solid. It would be useless to try anything there.
It's best defended from the north, and as for the west...
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked, if you recall. But I think in the end we'll try that way again, only this time we'll do it better.
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranyk for longer. It would have been much easier there.
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been real carnage. It's likely we only won there because he'd already gone and taken most of his best soldiers with him.
Is there anything you can tell me about Talmberg's weak points?
The truth is, Talmberg has far too few weaknesses. Who'd have thought that was something I'd come to regret?
Pity they didn't stay holed up in
Toth is a...
Okay, so, well, I already talked to him. He had something else he needed to say?
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Is there anything else I can help with?
Well, we need some pitch. I know you had dealings with the charcoal burners.
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it to our quartermaster in the camp at the quarry.
Okay, so I did get a quest from him. Alright, so I'm thinking, at least for this episode, I'm just going to be managing, dealing with the issues at the camp. Are you sleeping or hurt?
Oh,
Yeah, he's sleeping.
leave me be. I want to sleep.
Guess I taught this guy right. No, not him. Him.
Greetings. What do you need?
And what do you need?
Sir Robard sent me to you. He said you have to build a trebuchet.
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls of Talmberg. I, a mining engineer. What do I know of war machines? I'll never manage it on my own.
Well, I'd like to help you, but how? I don't know anything about trebuchets either.
Actually, there is a way you could help. Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get him to come here, it would save my skin.
Conrad Keyser? Who's he?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designed siege engines. He even took part in the siege of Nicopolis, together with Sigismund.
You're still an engineer, though. Couldn't you build it yourself?
Are you serious? Do you know how complicated such a machine is? What forces are at work in the contraption? If we were lucky, it wouldn't fire at all. Far more likely, it would smash itself to smithereens and kill lots of us instead of the enemy.
He was with Sigismund.
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after Conrad blamed their defeat on Sigismund.
I don't suppose he took that too well.
Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished from Prague and making a base at Betlen Castle.
Interesting.
Banished? Like a common criminal?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer, so nothing quite that bad befell him. I've even heard he has a whole host of wise men with him and they're writing some book together.
What's he doing here in Sasau?
They sent him over here to help with building the monastery. No doubt they had to pay handsomely to get him.
And how am I supposed to get him here? Abduct him?
Well, only if all else fails. We need his cooperation. Try having a word with him. By all accounts, he hates Sigismund.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Thank you, Henry. Maybe we will build that trebuchet after all.
Sounds like I'm gonna be doing some kidnapping. Okay, what's going on here? Why will... Okay, those are the... Who's this? That's Sir Divish. Assassin the charcoal burners. I gotta talk to this quartermaster over here. Oh, Sir Hanush.
Henry! Just the man I want to see. I need help with something.
You need
What's
help
the problem,
too?
sir?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Uzhitz. I don't know why exactly, but the rumor is that he's on the hunt for heretics, which frankly never meant any good, especially for me.
I'm sorry, but I'm not really up on religious ranks, sir. What does a vicar do, exactly?
You don't have to apologize. It's the devil's own work to make sense of their twisted hierarchy. A vicar is short for vicarious, meaning in place of. He has full power to act on his superior's behalf.
I see.
In this case, sadly, the superior in question is that nincompoop, Archbishop Zbigniew Hare of Hassenburg.
What should I do about him, then?
Firstly, find out why he's really here. He might truly be on the hunt for heretics, which wouldn't be good news. Or it's equally possible he's here to size up my estate, which would be even worse.
I understand. And then what?
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to pack his bags and go back to Prague.
And how can I, encourage him to do that? I can't just kick him out, can I?
No, of course not. But if you can make him believe there's nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time. So tell him I've sent you to assist him.
I understand. And my task is to assist him in finding nothing.
Indeed.
How am I supposed to pull that off?
And what if there really are heretics?
My boy. Have you ever seen a heretic?
No.
There, you see. I haven't either. Most of the time the prelates just invent them to scare folk with. So don't put much faith in their existence.
But
What if there really are some? Then deal with them. But make sure that interfering bastard gets out of here.
Well, hey, you heard that. I got permission to take them out.
are you at odds with the Archbishop in some way, sir?
No, I've never even seen him. But that's no guarantee he doesn't have his eye on my estate.
But how could he get his hands on it?
He's an archbishop. They have long fingers, my boy. And now, without the king around, it's the perfect time to amass a nice little hoard. Believe me, I know. They say in Prague that he's a complete dolt. But I rather doubt that.
Why?
All the Hare clan are as shrewd as they come. I know that better than most.
Uh-huh. Very well. I'll get going straight away.
Good luck, lad. And be careful. Clergymen are wily weasels. So take care.
I'll be careful. Don't worry, Sir Hanush.
Okay, another matter to take care of. Wow, you're no good. Not as fast as Pebbles, though. Hey, Pebbles, come over here. We gotta go to that encampment. Okay. Wait, so what's this? That's Bernard, quartermaster. Diffus is over here. Okay. Well, let's go, Pebbles. Wait, can we? Oh, no. We got this, Pebbles. We got this. Good. Alright, so we gotta talk to the quartermaster over here. This must be him.
God be with you.
How are we doing with the food?
Who wants to know? One of their lordships?
No, I just wondered if there was anything you're short of.
Oh, I see. The lordling is wondering if we're in urgent need of anything. Well. To tell the truth, we don't have much meat. They bring it round often enough, but never as much as they should.
Yes, I've heard something like that.
I'll say. Every other man's moaning on about it. The gamekeepers are doing all they can, but they can't keep up. So if you know how to help them out, bring it right here. I'll take care of the rest.
Fine, I'll keep that in mind. Do we have any beer?
Christ, I wish we did. Our ale's all gone, and we've drained the local inn dry.
That's bad news.
Don't I know it? You can't go and catch a beer in the woods either. But if you happen to know about some, let's hear it. News like that'd refresh me almost as much as a drink. And the lads, too.
I brought you some meat.
Stack it over here.
There's no telling how long that meat has been in my pocket. But, oh, I guess this dried meat will do. I had exactly 32. That is hilarious.
That's the lot.
Good. Well, thanks very much. And when you've got more, feel free to stop by. You won't be unwelcome. Oh yes, and here's a little something for the trip.
Okay, that'll work. Alright, so they also need beer. So the other encampment's around the corner. Wait, I'm going to the right location, right? No. Gotta talk to Bernard here. Oh, that must be him walking here. Yeah, that's him.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
How are the men holding up?
They're a rabble. The out-of-towners are desperate to go home. And the locals, they've got nowhere else to go. So they're just generally complaining.
Are they causing trouble?
No trouble as such. It's true I've caught a few of them asleep on their watch. There's nothing a couple of lashes of the whip can't cure.
Well, there might be a simpler solution.
Whipping a man, simple enough. Just give one of them a beating, the others will remember. When they forget, do it again.
But then you'd have an injured soldier. It occurred to me a herbal potion might do the trick.
I never heard of any wives' quackery helping troop morale. But Christ knows they could do with something to flush the booze out of them and keep their eyes open.
Find out if some herbalist can brew up something to fend off sleep. I think I know about that one.
How goes it, Sir Bernard?
How goes it? We're sitting here under the castle, and all day long there's folks hewing stones. My ears are ringing as if I'd been struck on the head, which is just how I feel.
I felt that way too since the night of the attack.
That went horribly wrong. And even so, we were lucky. Could have gone much worse.
Taking an arrow to the butt. Wait, how do you get blood on Pebbles? Who did you kill? Pebbles took somebody out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and... I saw a... Did I see a ring? That's family. Whose family ring belong to? Oh, yeah, one of those. Yeah, when that happens when you off people, you shouldn't. I'll go ahead and take this helmet off. He doesn't need this helmet on right now. Now we can actually see see Henry's face. Yeah, there we go. We'll put this stuff on again later when we actually need it. So I guess we talk to this person. No, that's somebody else. So what's this leading to? That's the herbalist. Next person we need to talk to is Sir Divish over here. It must be the camp over here. Alright, let's go, Pebbles. Alright, where's Sir Divish? He must be in this tent here. No? Oh, no, he's standing over here. Overlooking his precious Talmberg.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
How do you feel, Sir Divish? How's the shoulder?
I felt better, boy. I feel awful, truth be told, and my shoulder's paining me.
Let someone tend to the wound and you'll soon be better.
My flesh can be healed, perhaps, but the spirit... Henry, can you do something for me?
What is it you need, sir?
I need a priest as well as a physician. The closest was in Rovna, but I don't know what happened to him. And then there's the one from Uzhitz. What's his name?
Godwin. But why would you need a priest? The wound will heal, especially with the help of one of the monks.
It's not about me. I've got a lot of wounded here that won't see morning, and dead men, and I have to confess my sins.
Oh. Man, this is gonna be a lot of work. They're gonna have me riding everywhere. Literally everywhere. Okay, that's about Conrad. There's something else here. What was this? Yeah, I think that's the other quest. Whew. Where do I even start? Tomberg. Okay, that was me. I had to talk to Vicar. I'm press willing to go to Tomberg. Before that, oh good, the baths are right here. I'm gonna take a quick bath. I mean, the main thing, I can't do anything without building the trebuchet, so that means I can handle the other quests. Okay, let's run down here. Let's go ahead and put on the other pieces of armor so those can get cleaned up as well. Okay, wait, where's the, is there nobody here? Doesn't seem like anybody's here. Oh, wait a minute. We're at Tomberg, of course. No one's gonna be out here because everyone's supposed to have been protected inside the walls. Alright, Pebbles. Looks like we're gonna have to hold off on that bath. Oh, chill, calm down. It's not my fault. We just gotta go somewhere else. Okay, so where are we heading? Okay, I guess we can go ahead and go on to use it over here. I don't know. The Vicar's handling that other issue. Man, there's a lot going on. Okay, so that's part of the local taverns. Also here for local taverns. What is this? Oh, so those are part of the same quest. So I guess, why are the Hercules always in the middle of nowhere? And those are the charcoal burners. I guess I can go check out these charcoal burners over here. It'll probably be faster. I guess I can just go ahead and ride out. Alright, let's go talk to these charcoal burners. Okay, what's the best route? Like the other good route is to go this way. Make sure I'm taking the right road here. Okay. Let's go talk to the charcoal burners. Oh, wait. I need to take this other road. Come on, Pebbles. Wait. So we gotta go, yeah, this way. We can just cut through the forest here. Yeah, this will work much better. We'll cut through the forest here to get to the charcoal burners. I think these are the same charcoal burners that I had to deal with during that one missing case. Yeah, I think it is. So we can go talk to the spokesman here.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Oh, good. I gotta ask you for something.
What do you need?
I'm looking for some pitch for Talmberg.
Already? What happened to the last lot we supplied?
I don't know, it doesn't matter. Do you have any, or don't you?
I do. I had a buyer lined up, but it's been a while since he showed his face. What do you need it for?
Talmberg's been taken by a horde of brigands, so we're laying siege to it. We could use some pitch.
Christ blood. I hadn't heard the news. All right, it's all yours. You gave us a hand with that ginger when we needed it, and if it's for Sir Divish, I know my duty. If you want to haul it away yourself, feel free, or I can get someone to deliver it to you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Alright. So I gotta tell the quartermaster to send someone for the pitch. Alright, looks like, what's the next location here? This is the closest. Let's go ahead and ride over here. What? You're not gonna let me select it? Yes, I know about that. There we go. I'm gonna talk to this guy, Andrew. Wait, so does that mean I have to get all of these do I literally have to go to all the inns? I think I have to go to all the inns to get them to supply for all the men.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Andrew, there's no more beer in Talmberg, and the soldiers are starting to grumble. Can't you send some there?
I could, but there's nothing in it for me.
I'll go with threatening.
The camp's not that far away. Imagine if the soldiers got so upset by the lack of beer, they went on the hunt for it and ended up here. They could do some real damage. Wouldn't it be better to have them drunk and happy somewhere else?
If they came here for a drink, I'd sell it to them. Why would they do any damage?
What if someone lied to them that you were a Toth supporter and that they'd have to make do with water?
I knew you were a bastard, but I didn't expect you to turn on me too.
I do like things to go my way.
I'll send it there. But just remember, everyone gets what's coming to them eventually. One day, you're bound to come across someone who isn't such a pushover.
Maybe. But in the meantime, make sure to send the best you have. After all, we don't want anyone to feel unwell enough to think about settling the score, do we?
Andrew's feeling salty.
What do you think about Talmberg being attacked?
What do I think? that as long as decent people can live in peace, and I can talk my way out of paying taxes, I don't care who my liege lord is.
Well, this new lord never forgets a man who fails to pay him a single groschen, and the poor probably go straight to the gallows for it.
That's terrible news, especially for us poor folk. I hope you'll drive him out of here so fast he'll shit himself, or hang him from the tallest Talmberg tree.
People usually shit themselves when that happens too.
All to the good. A nice bit of manure and everything blossoms.
Right. Alright, so I already talked to... Wait, am I supposed to buy it from him too? I need to ask around the local tavern for something. Okay, I guess I do. Alright, Pebbles, we're moving on. Alright, so we handled this location. Oh yeah, that's where the vicar was. I'm not gonna deal with that right now. There was a herbalist. Oh yeah, that's for the pitch. Okay, I'll go to this place next. Samabesh. I'll talk to the inn person there for getting the beer, and then I'll go talk to the herbalist. The herbalist seems pretty close to that location. It's downpouring here. Okay, so where's the other G? Oh, wow. It's literally right here. That is heavily convenient. Is this person outside? It's definitely not you. Means that person's over here. What are you doing, innkeeper?
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Oh, wait. Before I, in the conversation with him, I should take, Bard Potion for speech. My charisma level doesn't need to be too high right now.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
I don't have anything that would last the journey there. And I certainly don't want to swing for poisoning anyone.
So, I can't get anything from him. I need to go see. Alright, Pebbles, let's go. Let's go talk. Let's go see this herbalist. Wait a minute. Am I facing the right direction? I'm not facing the right direction. I'm looking at the wrong one. I need to be looking for this herbalist over here. Alright, we'll just take a shortcut. Should be able to cut through this forest here and get to the herbalist. Oh, we don't get stuck on bushes. Good horse. When in doubt, jump over it. Alright, here we go.
I need something to keep our soldiers awake. Do you know of anything that might help?
I do know of a concoction to ward off sleep. I can teach you how to make it if you like.
No, I need someone who will do it for me.
I'm sorry, but I'm not a miracle worker. I can only sell you what I have.
Okay, so what do you have? Which one is it? Wow. Dollmaker is wow. Okay. Future hearings like your step. Wow. Proves your hearing, lightens your step, lock picking, pickpocketing, and stealth skills are increased by. Why have I not seen this before? It's food fresh. Wait, so is it hair dog? Cures drunkenness, prevents a hangover, and cures alcoholism. It must be hair dog.
I need something to...
I do know.
But I need enough for at least 100 people.
I can't help you with that. You'll have to brew up a bit at a time as it's needed. So, do you want to do it or not?
Yeah.
That'll be very helpful.
Okay. So we got Pebbles. What are you doing, dude? It's not gonna keep you dry. It's not gonna work, bud. I know you're wet. Did you knock over that pod too? Pebbles, I tell you. There's Conrad Kaiser. I guess. Yeah, I already talked to this person, so I guess I should go over here to where the monastery is next. I should have sent out multiple men for this. But naturally, make Henry and Pebbles do all the work. Alright, so, that's a lot of letters just sitting up there. So, find Conrad Kaiser at the Sassoon. Who is Conrad Kaiser? I don't even remember. Wait, did I get a? I did get a point for something. Oh, vitality. This: if you don't either overeat or go hungry for 5 consecutive days, you get a +1 bonus on vitality and agility. You survive an otherwise fatal blow, and your health will regenerate by 20%. Only active once in combat. I don't think I have a problem with that one. I guess I can go with balanced diet. I do need to eat some food right now. Guess I can get some bread. That'll work. So, oh yeah, that's right. I was supposed to be checking to see who this Conrad guy is. Oh, he's a Rocketeer. Okay, that's for the engineer. Well, we're not doing the engineer right now, so let's go ahead and get in here and does he recognize me? Why is he just standing there? Well, nothing to do with me. Just keep on riding. Okay, so we're coming over here. Ooh, frame rate drop.
Just for a while, he says. To help your neighbours, he says. It's been weeks.
I guess we're talking to him.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Kaiser?
And what do you want from the old buzzard?
Never mind. What do I care? It's the big house in the courtyard by the monastery.
Well, at least it put down where he is.
I'll come to ask for help.
Again? Such trying times we live in. God is testing us all. So what is it you need?
Their lordships have laid siege to Talmberg, and the brigands have wounded Sir Divish and many other people. I'm to ask if the monastery might send someone to help.
These are tragic times. Fortunately, I've only a little work left to do here, so I'll gather my things and set off for Talmberg.
Thank you, Father. May God reward you 1,000 times.
Alright, got that taken care of. Alright, Pebbles, let's head out. We already know what this guy is. We'll come back to him later since he'll basically progress the story. Now, we're supposed to be doing something else here. Where is where's the bathhouse? Oh, it's all the way over here. Okay, good. I think I remember where it is. Yeah, I do. That's the inn. There's the bathhouse. Alright, Pebbles, let's get cleaned up here. Now I can put my helmet back on.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
And what is it you'd like?
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Alright, now we're all cleaned up. Take those off. So let's find out the next location we're supposed to be going to. I guess we can head over to Ledechko here and then to this herbalist up here. Am I looking at the butt end of my horse again? Okay. I like it to get me right to the inn here. You're the innkeeper right here.
G'day. I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
I don't have anything that would last the journey there, and I certainly don't want to swing for poisoning anyone.
Yeah. Well, I asked him. Alright, Pebbles, we need to go to the, Okay, is this the closest one? Yeah, this is the closest one. Okay, so we need to go over here, take this road out. Yeah, this will take us right to the, Yep, we still got it, Pebbles. Let's go. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to make a turn here. Yep, herbalist is right up here. I think all the herbalists live in the middle of nowhere. Alright, I need some of your hair of dog. Take 3. Take all your pad foot. Consumption causes strong nausea and massive health losses leading to death. Gradually depletes 110 health. Wow. Yeah, give me some of that bane. I can use that in someone's food. Thank you. Alright, Pebbles. Let's head off to our next location. Okay, so we went to Ledechko. We already got the beer from Andrew. We went through these two. We'll talk to you later. So I guess our next location is over here. So we're gonna go to Ujits. Ujits is where we're supposed to be handling the matter with the guy who's supposed to be looking for heretics. And then we'll need to talk to the herbalist in that area too. Hopefully it's not too dark outside right now. It's getting there. Do they have it in here? I don't remember if they have it in at Ujits.
It's forbidden to walk at night here without a light.
Yeah, just it's definitely dark then. I'm definitely gonna need a torch. You just confirmed it for me. Why am I always looking at the butt end of Pebbles? Good thing the inn is still open. Alright, so let's go talk to the innkeeper here. Oh, that's Mash. There you are.
What do you want?
Man, they are still salty at Ujits.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
I don't have anything that would last the journey there. And I certainly don't want to swing for poisoning anyone.
Okay.
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there, and a trunk for your belongings.
Wait, this place is still mine? What? I paid for that ages ago. Surprised. Alright, so we're just gonna sleep here till early morning. Wait, get up. So I gotta remember, since they added this, to hold it down so I can do this sleep and save. Yeah, well, we'll get up at 5 in the morning. I'll get a good amount of sleep in. We'll go see the herbalist. Well, no, before going to see the herbalist, I need to talk to. Actually, no, I can still go see the herbalist. Because I'm pretty sure the person I'm supposed to be talking to here in Ujits is still going to be sleeping at 5 in the morning. I mean, I could skip time, but I'm gonna have to go over to the herbalist at some point anyway. I might as well go ahead and get it done now. Alright, so save is complete. I'm use walking down the ladder when I can jump on people's heads. Alright, Pebbles, let's go. Alright, now what direction do we opposite direction. This direction. Alright, let's go, Pebbles. We'll just cut straight through the forest here. Slow down a bit. Ooh. Okay, we can't go that way. Let's go around. There we go. A bit more clear now. Wait, we are going in the right direction, right? Yeah, we're going in the right direction. Good. And we haven't run into any bandits. Okay, this must be it right here. Oh, she's awake. I believe it is a she. Oh, she doesn't even... I'll buy the bane. I'll get the hair of dog. I'll take the padfoot, the poisoned. Okay, I believe that's all the herbalists. Pebbles. Let's check the map here to be sure. I didn't even get the mentioning to talk to her, but I went to all the other herbalists. Did I go to this herbalist over here? Yeah, I did. Yeah, there are only 3 herbalists to go to, so... Talk to the vicar. Okay, so let's go talk to this priest first. And then we'll go talk to the vicar. Or vicar. However his title is pronounced. Oh. Not only am I looking at the button and the horse, I'm always looking at the sky too. Alright, we can get rid of this torch now. Alright, looks like he's here at the... Why is he here at the church? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not looking at the vicar, am I? I'm supposed to be going to... No, wait a minute. Oh no. Isn't this the one priest I partied with all night long? Private chambers, they didn't look very private. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go the back way. He must be up in the bell tower drunk again. Oh, I never looked in here? Oh, he's probably still sleeping in his house. It is still early. Thank you. I don't even have any. What's the point of cobwebs? What would I do with cobwebs? Maybe it's for like a potion or something. Yeah, that's good. I didn't break my legs. Wait, where is he? It's saying he's here. Am I missing something? Is there like another... Okay, I think I'm missing something. How in the world... It's saying he's here. How is this a private room? But he most certainly is not here. Wait, but how do you get to the top of this? Wait a minute. Yeah, I climbed it this last time. There's no one in here. Wait, it's a ladder. Oh. Oh, if he's really up here and drunk. He is up here. Godwin, man. What am I gonna do with you?
There's something I need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
I'd like to help you, Henry, but I have other concerns.
What's happening?
I have a delegation here from the Archbishopric in Prague. They claim I have a heretic in my parish, and there's talk of building pyres. I fear if I left matters here unattended, half the villagers would be roasted before I got back.
I see. Sort of.
Go and ask elsewhere. There's bound to be a willing servant of God left around here somewhere.
Okay, so in order to get Godwin's help, I'm going to have to handle this issue with the...
Get out of here or I'll call the guards on you.
Oh, chill. You know me. So I'm gonna have to handle this issue with the this other guy first. Which letter am I going for? Priest willing. Wait a minute. G, talk to the vicar. Okay, so the vicar's here at the end. Him. Oh crap. You hear that? Oh good. Didn't hear a thing. I'll be taking the Savior Schnapps and your groschen. Thank you very kindly. We good? Good. I'll take the Savior Schnapps and all your beer. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Who's this guy? Huh. Maybe I need to talk to him.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I don't want to say that. Okay, it says the Vicar is supposed to be here. But he's not, unless he's sleeping in here. Yeah, I can't help it. caution. Nothing good in here. Wait, so it's point up here. It must be in the bed. There's no one else up here. Alright, something's a bit off here. Wait. Yeah, he's over here. The lettering was all messed up. You gotta be kidding me. They're really making me work today. Hobbit fences. This must be him here. Hey, you were standing outside the...
What do you want here, lad?
God save, Monsignor. My name's Henry, and I've been sent by Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Sir Hanush, And why is he sending you?
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hanush told you what I'm doing here.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Valdensians. Dangerous heretics, one and all.
How can I help you, then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point, Henry. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory. The crux of the matter is this. We caught a heretic in Kutenberg who told us of the heretics in Ushitz. Regrettably, by the time he got around to describing their meeting place, he was already raving and hardly coherent.
I see. So do you know where they meet up, or don't you?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least. I have a record somewhere here. Can you read, boy?
Naturally, Father. Otherwise Sir Hanush wouldn't have sent me.
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education. Some of their own offspring can hardly write their own names. Here's the record of the interrogation. From what I can make out, his description of the route starts at the local tavern. Once you've found something out, come back and see me.
I'll do my best, Father.
Well, I'm not from Ushitz exactly, so I don't know how well they'll accept me.
That's good, because the last thing I need is one of these local good-for-nothings. I can't trust a single one of them. And they don't trust me either. But you're an ordinary lad with a likable face, if a bit simple-looking. You'll have a much better chance of learning their secrets.
You flatter me, Monsignor. Very well, then.
Yeah, they kind of hate me and use it, so I don't know how that's going to work.
Are there any suspects?
Everyone is a suspect. You can be sure of that. But I'll know more after I finish the interrogations.
How did you conclude there are heretics here?
We caught one in Kutenberg. He confessed to everything, including meeting up with others in Ushitz a few times.
And that was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him, so he couldn't even put together a list.
But that doesn't necessarily mean any of them are from Ushitz. Maybe they just meet here.
That is indeed possible, but I want certainty, not conjecture.
Who are these Valdensians? I've never heard of them.
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in church, or the parish priest in Ratai is too idle to read out the bishop's missive to the congregation. Both possibilities are equally disturbing, but I'll allow you the benefit of the doubt, and assume it's the latter. But to answer your question, it's a heretical sect.
I gathered that much, but what form does the heresy take?
Look, boy, I don't have time right now to embark on theological disputation. Besides which, it's not something you need concern yourself with. Suffice it to say, they are heretics.
Very well, Monsignor.
Yeah, that pretty much means they don't have any idea what these people do.
I'll get working on it, sir.
God be with you, my son.
Okay, so I guess I need to read the document he gave me. My dear sir, despite... can we get that out of the way? Thank you. Despite our minor troubles at Pripyaslavets, I must say that everything is proceeding according to plan. I have managed to muster so many men that the losses we have suffered are of little consequence. I believe I will soon succeed in seizing the castle of which we previously spoke. Oh. Ah, here we go. Heretic's testimony. Record of the interrogation of the heretic Peter of heretic. This account was written down by Master Borislav, scribe to the Archbishop, recording the testimony given by the questioned heretic, whereby the interrogation was conducted by the Very Reverend Jan of Osek, Monsignor, and Vicar, or I guess it's Vicar, I'm going to say Vicar to the Archbishop, and the lawful rite of the torture was carried out by the town executioner Francis, called Shanks. Shanks, in the town jail, according to the resolution of the town council. At first, the captive heretic, one Peter of Roddick, did refuse to give testimony, whereupon the executioner was instructed to encourage him to so do by the performance of arts. Let it be stated that the interrogated Peter of Herotic did long resist the executioner's persuasions, which means he didn't know anything. However, he did finally respond to a query as to place of assembly of the other heretics known to him, that they did meet in the township of Ushitz. When the Vakar then asked the prisoner to elaborate, that is, who they were and in what house they assembled, Peter of Herotic again fell into silence. The executioner was again obliged to exercise his persuasive art, which in due course Savakai ordered him to desist, for the prisoner was greatly fatigued, and whereupon he did suddenly find his voice again and began to respond at length to the repeated query as to where he met with the other heretics. The Vicar thereupon decreed that the testimony of the prisoner be written down verbatim. May the Lord forgive me for hearing these heretical speeches, which by my duty to Holy Mother Church I am bound to set down in writing this day. Thus spoke the heretic. I began my pilgrimage in Uzitz, a den of iniquity where the people were drinking and fornicating, so I left that corrupt place at once. And at once I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride of the Antichrist, with the proud Babylonian tower. I went past it quickly towards the rising sun. When I left the village, I came upon a crossroads, and didn't know which way to go, so I fell on my knees and prayed. And my prayer was heard, for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. One went through this sinful land, and suddenly I heard the sound of 1,000-headed crowd at work, and I saw their queen and their towers. I journeyed further on, and all at once there rose from the ground the jaws of the behemoth, and his broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like the tombstones of the Moabites. So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew. I was hungry, so I took the fruits of their labors and filled my belly. Then I left their house and saw 2 widows weeping and keening. I wept with them, and they let me sleep in the shadow. I went further along the edge of the world and saw the ribs of the great Leviathan washed up by the sea. Then I saw 2 bridges over the river Jordan, and the devil tempted me and tried to lure me to one of the right. But I saw through his deception and went against his will. And then I finally saw it, the gateway to the garden of paradise, abundant with foliage. It was guarded by men of straw, but they saw I was good, a Christian, and let me enter therein. These were the last words uttered by the heretic Peter of Herotic, for he did then breathe his last. The Vicar did then state that his death was surely the work of Lucifer, to silence his tongue before the ears of the servants of God. The executioner thereupon took umbrage and made conceited objections, for which his wage was cut by 3 groschen, and he was admonished not to repeat such remarks, especially in the presence of the servant of the Holy Mother Church. The body of the heretic was buried outside the cemetery wall as befits, so that it should not corrupt hallowed ground. Thereby the case of the heretic Peter of Herotic was brought to a close in accordance with the ecclesiastical law. Okay. Okay, so I read the testimony. Ooh, where'd this guy go? Wait, is he like just checking out the I'm telling you, I saw this guy outside the monastery. So basically, I have to deal with him in order to handle the other issue. I can't talk to the priest. Okay. So basically, I have to go by the accounts written in his testimony here to figure out where he went. Okay, the Den of Iniquity, so the inn. The Temple of the Bride of the Antichrist, with the proud Babylonian Tower. I went past it quickly towards the rising sun. Okay, so where's the inn? The inn's here. Is the inn here? Wait a minute. Okay, the inn's here. And he saw... I'm thinking he meant this as the Babylonian Tower. So if he came from the inn... Where's the sun? Sun's this way. Okay. Past this. So here's... Come on, Pebbles. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you behind. So he started going this way in the direction of the rising sun. Oh, it's definitely going in a direction I haven't gone before. Okay, let's go back to the book. Okay, Temple of the Bride of the Antichrist. Proud Babylonian Tower. Went past it, quickly towards the rising sun. When I left the village, I came upon a crossroads and didn't know which way to go, so I fell on my knees and prayed, and my prayer was heard, for the finger of the Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. On one went through the sinful land, and suddenly I heard the sound of 1,000... Wait a minute. And my prayer was heard, for the finger of the Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. Okay. So, he followed this way until he took... So, keep going straight until I take the right path going in this direction. Okay, gotta make sure the arrows... So he said he left town, so he kept going this way. And he reached the crossroads, to which he went right. Man, this is going to be irritating. Okay. Let me make sure I have this down. Alright, I took the right path. On I went through the sinful land. Suddenly I heard the sound of 1,000-headed crowd at work, and I saw their queen and their towers. I journeyed further, and on, and all at once there rose from the ground the jaws of the behemoth, and his broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like the tombstones of the Moabites. So I went to the mouth of the beast, and by the road I... Wait a minute. The mouth of the beast. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that he kept going straight across this bridge and over here where these dark clouds are. Which means he kept in this direction. I'm going in the right direction, right? Yeah, I'm going in the right direction. So I'm guessing it's somewhere over here. Wait, does he mean that as in Jaws? No. I'm beginning to wonder if he meant like going inside of the woods here. Old now. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, it's just a wayfarer. You saw nothing. Take that, groschen. False alarm, Pebbles. Let's keep going. He said something about riding through the jaws. Wait a minute, wait a minute. The shrine. Wait, what if the shrine was the tower? No, that would be leading me off. Wait a minute. What if it was in the woods here? It didn't say he turned anywhere. Yeah, it didn't say he turned anywhere. I'm beginning to wonder if he went directly straight. Like he kept going straight. Seeing anything.
I can't leave the domain without Sir Radzig's permission.
Okay, so there's nothing out in this direction. So, wait a minute. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. He said he kept going until he reached a fork in. Maybe it wasn't right here. Maybe it was a different fork in the road that he was talking about. Okay, first I need to go ahead and set the waypoint back. Okay, in this direction. Ride back out. Because I heavily believe that it's in a direction I haven't gone to before. So I'm thinking it's this road over here that he was talking about. Let's go ahead and mark that. Come on, Pebbles, we can get out of here. Okay, so let's go to this other road over here. This one. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So I think it's this way. Or maybe this is the fork in the road that he was talking about. let's get back to the book. No, not the Necronomicon. Where is it? Heretic, heretics, yeah. So I left the corrupt place at once. Temple of the Bride, Antichrist. They're probably talking about the church. Went past it towards the rising sun. Okay. When I left the village, I came upon a crossroads, and I didn't know which way to go. So I fell on my knees and prayed. My prayer was heard, for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. Wait. It doesn't say turn right, it says the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. Wait a minute. Does that mean the shrine? So the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. He said that's when he came to a fork in the road. That's just a shrine. But he said that like after he was coming out of Ushit's. And he went to a fork on the road.
Ow!
Wait, what?
Ah, watch where you're going, you lout! You nearly killed me.
Really? Okay, so he said he was stuck here at the crossroad. And that's just coming out of town. Okay, so he said he's following the sun was rising from this direction though. He came to a fork in the road. Wait, so if he came over here to the fork in the road, what did he see? Wait, there's something to read here? Pebbles, you see it? You see what he's talking about? Yeah, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay. The temple of the Bride of Antichrist, with the proud Babylonian tower. I went past it quickly towards the rising sun. Okay, so does that mean... So that doesn't necessarily mean that what he's talking about was the end. Okay, so he had to be talking about this here. The sun rises in this direction, though. The sun was rising from this direction. So he had to been talking about the church. I'm facing this direction. Wait a minute. Unless I'm thinking about the wrong direction. What if he was talking about the other direction? Alright, Pebbles, I'm gonna check it out. Because he said it was when he came to the fork in the road. Wait. Which side? Did he say what side it was on? Once I... Wait a minute. We're drinking for... So I left that corrupt place at once. And at once I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride of the Antichrist, with the proud Babylonian tower. Wait a minute, that's for after he left Uzhitz. That's just outside of Uzhitz. Oh, I think it's this direction. I think he was talking about this, and the first fork of the road is over here. So I'm thinking I was looking in the wrong direction the entire time. So I need to ride this way. Out of Uzhitz. But wait, he said he saw a tower. That's the other thing that doesn't make sense. Could he be talking about the shrine? Can't really call that a tower, though. Something's off. Okay, what would count? Wait, did he mean this? Did he go down this road and see this and take it as a tower? And this is also... Oh. Okay, so... Let's go over here. Maybe he meant the windmill. So maybe he meant that he saw the windmill. So I need to find that first fork in the road. Just further down here. Is this it? No, it's a little bit further. Okay, I think he meant this. Now this, whoa. Don't know why that sword's there. He said the finger of Christ was pointing out of the ground and showed him the way. He said he knelt down and prayed. I don't see anything around here that could be considered as such. That's just a stump. I mean, the guy was raving mad. How is he supposed to... I mean, there are many locations for leaving Uzhitz. But I can't think of any that would represent a tower. Man, this is... You know what? I'm gonna ride back over here. Come on, Pebbles. This is... I can only think that the most likely location is in an area I haven't been in yet. That's what makes sense to me. That's right through here. I'm just gonna cut straight across. Because none of what that guy wrote made sense to me. I mean, I don't see anything that would represent a tower. And he said he saw it after he left Uzhitz. Now, what tower? Wait. I mean, that was the church, though. The windmill's over there. Okay, am I on the right road now? Yeah. So let me keep following this way. Okay, this is following the road. It's another shrine. Okay, a lot of areas over here I haven't been. I don't see anything that represents a tower, though. That's what bothers me. I mean, the sun was in this direction, pretty certain. But there's nothing over here that would represent a tower. I mean, the only thing I can think of him thinking of as a tower is this. Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe if it made a bit more sense when I read it, but it doesn't. It doesn't get any better. Because, look, he literally says, "So I left that corrupt place at once, and at once I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride of the Antichrist, with a proud Babylonian tower. I went past it quickly towards the rising sun." He says, "When I left the village, I came upon a crossroads. I didn't know which way to go, so I fell on my knees and..." Wait a minute. See, this is where it gets confusing, because it makes it sound like he saw the temple after he left Uzhitz. But then when you go over to the next page and it starts off like, "When I left the village," it says, "I came upon a crossroads." It says, "A finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path." Okay, so apparently, at least from leaving Uzhitz, he said he immediately came upon a crossroad upon leaving Uzhitz. So if we're talking about the tower, which is, I'm guessing, would be the church, it's either this direction or that direction. And if he immediately came upon a crossroads, he said he just kept riding. It doesn't make any sense. Wait. If he left Ujits, maybe he was taking this road here. No, but he said crossroad. That would mean it would need to be going in. It would need to be across the intersection. Okay, so I need an actual. Wait, here. Does that mean here? Yeah, the only one that fits that description is this spot right here. Alright, let's teleport back over here. Alright, because that's the only spot that has the cross. I feel this one thing is going to take me forever. Okay. Oh, I am my pebbles.
Mushrooms, apples, carrots, cabbage.
Okay, I am facing the right direction here. Am I? Am I facing the right direction? No, I'm not facing the right direction. Let me go ahead and mark it. Okay, I need to go this way. So I need to go to the road that's over here on this side. Yeah, this is it right here. This is the first intersection. Okay. He said he came to the crossroads, knelt down to pray. Consolation cross. He said he rose from the ground and pointed the way. Wait. No, it's lullaby potion. Witch potion. And doll maker potion. Okay, so Pebbles, we're here. So I'm guessing if he saw the tower, it would be that over there ahead of us. I'm guessing he saw that. You know? So he said he stopped and he prayed over here. Let's go read back down. And once I saw, so I left that place, that corrupt place at once. And at once I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride, Antichrist, with the proud Babylonian tower. I went past it and quickly towards the rising sun. Okay, I think you're talking about the church then. When I left the village, I came upon a crossroads, and I didn't know which way to go. So I fell on my knees and prayed, and my prayer was heard for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. On I went through this sinful land, and suddenly I heard the sound of 1,000-headed crowd at work, and I saw their queen in their towers. I journeyed further on, and all at once there rose from the ground the jaws of a behemoth, and his broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like the tombstones of the Moabites. So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew. I was hungry, so I took the fruits of their labors and filled my belly. Okay, so apparently there is a house on the way, and it said from the finger. I'm taking it that means this right here, but I'm guessing he went this way. That's the only thing that makes sense. Because if he sat down here and prayed, I guess if that came out of the ground, that counts as the finger, so he went this way. Thought I saw something there for a second. Okay, so he said kept riding. Wait. Sounds like the ocean or something. Just to be certain, let me. What's this over here? Or is this just a storage or a place to sleep? Looks like it's just storing hay. I don't know, is it because maybe I'm just wanting to hear something? I'm hearing something right now? Wait a minute. There's no other... I mean, there's a camp here. And then going in this direction, the only place he could have gone to get anything would have been the herbalist out here. Okay, let's think about this. If I was leaving, if he went this way, there are no crossroads. I mean, for me, the only thing that made sense was Consolation Cross. So I'm gonna have to try the herbalist. Wait. Another shrine. Shepherd. This is pretty irritating. Alright, this is the only place I came to. It seems to be pointing in this direction. So, going straight, if I follow this road, the only place it comes to is the herbalist. Yeah, which the herbalist would be in this direction. Which one of these bees am I looking at? Okay, I'm going in the right direction. So it's got to be this one. So I'm going to talk to this herbalist and see if they met anybody. No, she has nothing to say. Okay, but he had to go somewhere where he met someone. Oh man, this is really irritating. There's a house here. So maybe that meant he... Okay, I'm thinking if this is what he was talking about, he either went straight or to this place over here with the windmill, where the other people are. So from what he said, people welcomed him inside and basically fed him, so... Yeah, this is really irritating. Alright, let's ride out of here and go over to where the windmill is and talk to the people there.
Jesus!
So I can't talk to either of them. It doesn't look like there's anything in here. Okay, so that's also a no. This is really irritating. So he went by the road. And by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew. So then I saw 2 bridges over the river Jordan. Wait, 2 bridges over the river Jordan? So, what place on the map has 2 bridges? And you said near the river Jordan. But they have to be in close direction to one another. That's the only time they're going to have any meaning. It sounds like he can either go to one or the other. I mean, this area right over here, I mean, there's water going in this direction. There's only these 2 bridges. But they're not close enough for that sentence to make any sense. Okay, so let's Pebbles. We're gonna go over here in this other direction. That's dark and grayed out. So this is seeming more like a wild goose chase. Okay, good. What's that over there? Okay, I think that's the, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Inventory. What was that part where you're talking about going through the mouth? I journeyed further, and all at once there arose from the ground the jaws of the behemoth, and his broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like the tombstones of the Moabites. So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew. So, could it mean these two? Him saying he went through the mouth? Because if this happened to be the crossroads he was talking about, either that or this one right here. Wait, this count as an interesting sight? No, it had to be further, so that would mean if he went through the mouth, which is right here. Said it was food by the roadside. I don't think that would count as a road though, and these other places are still being built. So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostle Peter and Andrew. I was hungry, so I took the fruits of their labors and filled my belly. And I left their house and saw two widows weeping and keening. Wait, he said he just went through the mouth. He didn't say anything about riding further down. He said a house near the road. So if this was the mouth, and he went through the mouth, and he saw a house by the road, maybe he meant over here? Okay, there's a camp here. He said he ate the fruit of their labors. Okay, there's food right here. Where you going? I got some words for you. Oh, it's Fisherman Can Talk.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Brawlers.
Do you know anything about local brawlers?
Why do you ask?
I like a good punch up myself, so I'm keen on meeting like-minded fellows.
Then you're in luck, because I'm in charge of all the fights here. You want to join in right now, or have you any questions?
What are the rules?
Nothing complicated. Don't you worry. First thing, no weapons. Try that once, and you're finished. Second, you can't walk away. Jump the fence, and that's the end. You lose.
Let's fight.
First, you have to show what you're made of. I ain't gonna bother with some greenhorn.
I want to fight.
Well, if you're as good as you are keen, it'll surely be interesting. But before the two of us start brawling, you have to beat the others.
Who are they? And where can I find them?
Lads from Ujits. Mash, Maple, and Ma. Joseph.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and accept that. So I'm thinking this is where he ate the food. And this is where he ate the food. He's got all he's got is cabbage. We got nothing in here. Okay, so if this is where he came to eat the food, big if on that part. What's the next part? So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew. So I was hungry, so I took the fruits of the labors and filled my belly. Then I left their house and saw two widows weeping and keening. I wept with them, and they let me sleep in their shadow. I went further along the edge of the world, and saw the ribs of the great Leviathan washed up by the sea. And I saw two bridges over the river Jordan, and the devil tempted me and tried to lure me to the one on the right. But I saw through his deception and went against his will. So that means he went to the left. Then I saw it, the gateway to the garden of paradise, abundant with foliage. It was guarded by men of straw, but they saw I was a good Christian and let me enter in. Wait, but it says on the edge of the world. So if I'm over here, I'm thinking he ate here. That's the fisherman. Wait, so maybe that means over here somewhere. I'm thinking it means this dark area somewhere over here. I mentioned something about weeping in the shadow of, I don't know. It's more stuff that doesn't make any sense. But I can only imagine it has something to do with this area over here that I haven't been in. Oh no. Definitely a trap. Whenever I see a fallen tree, there's some guys behind it. Where are they? Is that him there? Oh, we're having a laugh, aren't we? Okay. Where's your partner? Take that groschen. Thought he was crafty. Well, he did good till he took an arrow to the face. Whoa, wait. There is the two bridges. The two bridges. I found them. Okay, we're close. We are close. Wait a minute. But if he came over here to the two bridges, that means he came from that direction. That means he would have came from this direction. Wait a minute. Wait. No, it had to be the other direction. This one's blocked off. I don't know if that's your generator or not. So that would mean... Come over here, Pebbles. You can ignore that other bandit, wherever he is. I already shot his partner in the face. Pebbles just taking his time. So that would mean... Okay, there you are. Okay. So, that's definitely the bridge. I saw 2 bridges over the river Jordan, and the devil tempted me and tried to lure me to the one on the right. But I saw through his deception and went against his will. And then I finally saw it, the gateway to the Garden of Paradise, abundant with foliage. It was guarded by men of straw. Wait. It's guarded by men of straw. Foliage. Alright, this is definitely the 2 bridges. He said he avoided the left one. Wait, but if he was coming from... No. If he came up to this here... Wait. Men of straw. There's straw over there. So he did go this way. Because he said men of straw. It was guarded by men of straw. It says, and I saw it, the gateway to the Garden of Paradise, abundant with foliage. It was guarded by the men of straw, and this is after the bridges. And he said he avoided going to the right, he went to the left, and over there are 2 things of straw. This. So this has got to be it over here. This has got to be it. I don't see anybody.
It seems I've found it.
Okay.
A cross, nicely carved. Someone in the village might recognize it.
I can't believe I found this place. It only took forever. Find out who knows about the cross from the assembly place. Okay, so now well, that's not too big. Well, let's try back to town. But we're gonna have to check this out in the morning because it's getting late. Henry's running low on food. Alright. Wait, where's the end? I think this is it over here. Well, everyone's already here, so the shack, you seem to want to talk and get a little closer.
What are you here for?
Everyone comes drinking at night, maybe he knows.
I'm looking for the owner of this cross. Do you happen to know whose it is?
No, I don't. But why not ask the priest? He blesses all the crosses in the village.
Thanks. I'll ask him.
That's a good point. Alright, so now I gotta find Father Godwin. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. He's over here somewhere. Wait. That's probably not the same Father Godwin. I was correct. Yeah, they're both villagers. And knowing Father Godwin, he's probably... Wait. Oh, here he is. Whoa, I can't see a thing. I forgot it's getting dark. I'm gonna need to get my torch out. There we go.
The village folk said you consecrate the crosses they keep at home.
Indeed I do. Why do you ask, Hal?
I was just wondering if you could remember who owns this one.
I could, but I might not want to tell you.
Why?
People said they saw you talking with a vicar. They're afraid that Sir Hanush sent you here to help him.
That's not how it is.
And how is it?
Sir Hanush sent me to find out what he wants, and to get him out of here if possible.
Well, then we share the same interest. But I'd still prefer it to end with nobody burned at the stake.
You and me both.
That's good to hear. Where did you find the cross?
Let's do a deal. I'll tell you where I found it, and you tell me whose it is.
Very well. Tell me.
I found it in the woods. It looked like people met there. There were other things, candles, a cloth, and so on.
Damn it. That really does seem like...
That the vicar is right to be looking here. It surprised me, too. So whose is it?
The cross is definitely the Bowers, I remember that. But that just can't be. I can't believe it. If they really are heretics, though...
What do you want to do?
I don't know. But I'll do anything in my power to prevent a heretic witch hunt taking hold here.
I see. It wouldn't make Sir Hanush too happy either.
My thoughts exactly. But the question still remains what to do about it. The vicar won't give up till he's found what he wants. You know what, boy? Before we do anything else, we ought to make sure whether there really are heretics here.
What do you propose?
That's simple. Listen to how they say their prayers.
But how can I listen to their private prayers? I don't suppose they'll be praying that way in the church.
Certainly not. In the church they'd pray the usual way. But at home it's a different matter entirely. I know they meet at the farm in the evening with all the domestics. They'll surely be praying then.
All right, but how can I listen in?
I don't know. Crouch beneath the window? Climb up in the loft? That way you'll be sure to hear everything said in the main room.
What do you know about the Bowers?
When I think about it now, they're a little peculiar.
What do you mean?
Well, they do rather keep themselves to themselves. They attend Mass, true enough. They leave the moment it's over. And I've never seen them at a dance or a celebration of any kind. But on the other hand, they give more alms to the needy in the village than anyone. I can't deny them that.
Where did those Bower folk come from?
I don't really know. I've never spoken to them much, but they've not been here long, only 2 or 3 years.
And the cross? Did you consecrate that for the Bowers themselves?
No. It belonged to the family who lived on the farm before them. That was quite a sad story.
Right, I'll get on with it.
Okay. So... Bower farm suspected, report to the Vicar, sneak onto the Bower property and eat. I'm not gonna report anything to this guy. I'm pretty sure that's optional, whether or not to report it to him. So, where is the Bower farm? Wait, is this the Bower farm? Wow, so it's out here. Okay. That's the fisherman. So I need to get to the Bower farm, which is over here. powers. Oh yeah, that's right. We need wait, do we need some sleep and nourishment. That's right, there's the inn. The inn's over here. Where's that pot of food? It's in here? It's in here. Alright, got some food. Let's get some sleep. Let's go ahead and sleep the full amount of time. At least keep my energy good until I can get to the Bowers. They said they do their stuff in the evening. So I'll go ahead and get myself another bite to eat. I'll ride out over there, sneak myself into their place, and I'll hide off in the loft until later in the night. I don't want to drop in the pot, I want to eat from the pot. I just gotta eat the bread in my pocket. Alright, there we go. Alright, Pebbles. Let's get on the road. Wait a minute. Where are we headed? Okay, we are going in the right direction. They didn't have any baths around here, did they? They didn't. How do they not have a bathhouse? Okay, we need to go in this direction. Come on, let me up. There we go, Pebbles. You got this. I'm gonna ride off to the road over here, and then is this the road or is it the other road? Yeah, the road's down here. Just like the road right here, so we should be able to ride this one all the way to the Bowers. Yeah, we don't need you telling anything about the Bowers though. Alright, come on, Pebbles. Oh, it's cool.
Hey, who's there?
Nobody. Goodbye. guys ain't gonna catch me, I'm gone. I'm not dealing with that. Alright, maybe this is the Bowers place over here. Yep, this is the Bowers place. Alright, Henry. This is the Bowers place. He said the loft, though. She can't see me, right? I don't think there's a way to get up there. There isn't. Okay. So maybe they meant in here? No, it doesn't look like where they pray, so it's gotta be the inside of the house. Oh, perfect. Just climb the ladder here.
Ah, I could try listening from here.
It's perfect. Yeah, perfect. Maybe I should have ate a bit more. Alright, it's going down.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are bound to receive from thy bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. They took old Wenzel to the presbytery today. His farm is nearby. It's only a matter of time
Before they come for me. I know.
And what are we going to do about it? That vicar is baying for blood, the beast. He will devour you alive.
I do not intend to do anything about it. I shall not waver from my faith, nor turn my back on it.
My dear, what on earth are you saying?
If they come for me, I will go quietly. And I will not lie.
Are you serious? Don't you know what they'll do to you?
I can well imagine. But I am resolved.
The Lord have mercy.
Do not fear. I surrender to God's will. And I do not condemn you if you decide to leave.
I'll stay by your side, although I'd rather that you decided otherwise.
I know. And you have no fear, my brothers in Christ. Stay true to God's plan, as I shall. Go and spread the true faith amongst all good folk.
I'm sorry, I wish there was another way.
You should eat your supper and depart right away. Who knows? He may come for us at dawn.
So there's... Okay, what's the next objective then? Okay, I did hear what they had to say, but it doesn't necessarily sound bad. Alright, let's tiptoe out of here. Talk to Father Godwin. Alright, Pebbles, let's ride. So we're gonna have to talk to Father Godwin. You don't need the helmet. First things first, I'd like to ride somewhere I can take a bath that's not too far away from Ujits over here, which means I'm gonna have to go back to No, not Talmberg. I forgot. Yes, stop. I forgot there's nothing in Talmberg going on. Everything's been literally wiped clean. Oh, look at this guy right here. Well, there's no doubt you're guilty, my friend. Okay. Traitor. Traitor indeed. I'll take those. Give my arrow back. Oh, he was taking from another traitor. Wasn't that interesting? Good thing that happened too. Okay, so I need to go somewhere where they actually have bathing, and it's not Talmberg. There's no bathhouse in Merjed. Ujits doesn't have one. They're just scallots. I would have to like ride all the way over to the mine. Yeah, it's not worth it. Let me just go ahead and go back over here. I'll just clean up in the trough. I'll go talk to Godwin in the morning.
What's that?
Oh crap. I forgot my sword's still out. Come on, load up so I can put it away. There's nothing. Who saw me? Oh good, nobody saw me. Okay, let me go ahead and get back to my room. I believe this is it. I've got still have food in the pot. So I can get some sleep. In the morning I'll go talk to Father Godwin. But still, even though I heard what they're saying, aside from them not speaking what the church is saying, well, I guess that's enough to count them as heretics. They're saying the true Seeing they're speaking the truth, so it's definitely going against what the church has in mind. Of course, it'd be an easier matter if they were evil. Okay, it's just an innkeeper. Oh, it's a fight car. This guy. Yeah, I'm not here to talk to you. Climb up here and talk to Godwin about the matter. Man, Godwin has got to be a beast, because he climbs up here every day. And Godwin, we got to talk.
What do you want here? Hop it, or I'll call a guard.
Come on, let's talk.
Well then?
Apparently he won't talk. So I'm gonna have to wait until later in the day for him to come down. Right now he's just being stubborn. I know he spends his nights partying, so I'm gonna give him till noon. He should be awake by then. Oh wait, it's probably gonna be afternoon mass. That bike car freaks me out. So I'm at the monastery. I mean, after I left the monastery, so I'm gonna use it. Or use it. However it is to be pronounced. Okay, does that mean he's over here somewhere? He's over here somewhere.
Be a bit more careful.
Lord Almighty!
Vicar's guard. Wait, so is he in here? Well, I'm not looking for him. Oh, yeah, I forgot E is for, He's not down. Don't tell me he's still sleeping.
Hey, who's there?
Whoa!
What do you want here? Hop it.
What the? Where did he come from? He must have been coming down a ladder when I came in.
So I went to check on the Bower farm, and I don't have good news.
Do tell.
They most certainly are heretics, at least as far as I can tell.
Are you sure? What did you hear?
They're afraid the vicar will be coming after them.
Who wouldn't fear that? That swine finds fault with everyone.
Well, it's not like you'd have to try too hard. Mrs. Bower plans to confess everything.
Confess what, exactly?
Most likely her faith. The people of the farm were trying to discourage that, but her mind's made up.
Oh, good Lord, that's all I need. What am I to do?
I don't know, but we have to help them.
You're quite right. You have to talk them out of it, Hal. You must convince them to run.
Convince them? That's easy for you to say. You haven't heard her talking.
I'm sure you'll find a way. You have to try at least. For their own good and for yours, Hal.
You're right. Someone has to help them.
I'm glad you see it that way. Now hurry. You never know when the vicar might come for them.
Alright, now to get this matter taken care of, first things first is I gotta clean this guy up, so I'm gonna have to. So I could write to Ledechko. Which one's closer? So everything up here is destroyed. Definitely not getting any catering service there. Yeah, there's nothing at Neuhof. I mean, it's literally either Rete, Ledechko, or the monastery area. I'm gonna go with Ledechko. I'll go to Ledechko, get cleaned up. Yep, no time for that. But I think I'm gonna handle this matter early in the morning, so I'm gonna go to the inn. I'm gonna sleep until the wee hours of the morning. Can't believe this is the inn here. Yep. You gotta talk.
How are you?
Oh, okay, so the bed's already mine. I need to... Actually, where is my bed? I think it is in here. No, not here. Yeah, this is my bed. Yeah, so I can only sleep there. That's close enough. Alright, so I'm going to sleep until the morning. Drink me a few of those, well, I won't drink a few of the potions yet. I'm going to get up in the morning. I'm going to ride over to where the bathhouse is. I think they open up around 8 o'clock in the morning. That'll get me all cleaned up. There we go. Still dark, so I'm gonna need my torch for now. Okay, so... Ooh, okay, Pebbles. Okay, oh, spoke too soon, it's right here. Oh, literally, the bathhouse is literally next door. Okay, so... Actually, I'm guessing I can go ahead and... I'm gonna go ahead and drink... the Amour. The Bard. What other good potions do I have? You will lose control over himself, won't even sell. Whoa, Yap. pass on that. Thank you very kindly. Potion. Hair of the dog. Here's alcoholism. Okay, so I can drink hair of the dog later. That'll help me with that. Stores energy, wakes you up and keep your drowsiness away. Okay, that'll work. Okay, I think I've taken what I needed. Alright. Around this time. Hopefully, I don't think skipping time still counts towards the potions I drink. Hopefully not. Because I'm about to boost all my charisma and everything else up to the maximum for this conversation. Okay. Oh no, I don't see the effects. I guess it does go away. Okay, so I'm gonna have to drink the stuff after the bath. You have a better chance of throwing winning dice. Your attacks will demand 30% less stamina, but will also cause 20% less injury. Applies only to weapons based on that. Doesn't sound good at all. Successful evasion during combat will lower your opponent's morale. Yeah, I'll go with taunt. Okay, so as far as the food goes, I still have a more. I still have Bard. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. I can still purchase more from the person anyway. Okay, 8 o'clock. They should be awake. So I have to clean up, and then I'm gonna do my other business to raise my charisma up. Because it is her I'm going to have to be trying to convince. Wait, what? Oh, wait, no. I didn't know I had a time limit on that. Whoa. I did not know I had a time limit on that. That changes everything. That changes everything. So basically I can't waste time taking a bath. Okay, I'm gonna get my torch out. Pardon-moi. Alright, Pebbles, we gotta ride. So we're gonna have to. Bowers live here. Actually, wouldn't it be better to just. I mean, I gotta ride a long distance anyway. It'd be better to actually. Okay, so 8 o'clock is too late. So it's better for me to fast travel over here and then ride personally to where the Bowers are. Wait. Okay, I need to go in this direction. But I need to go ahead and get rid of storage. Okay, I could just go. Yeah, I could just go straight. Of course, I had to avoid all these trees, but I'm just gonna have to ride straight through the forest. I'm gonna have to get to them as quickly as possible. Alright, we got this, Pebbles. Come on, Pebbles. You got this. You got this, Pebbles. Come on, Pebbles. We can make it. I think that's the Bower's place right there. There it is. Alright, let me go ahead and drink my potions. I'll get the Amor and the Bard. Drink another Bard, would that go up again? I don't think it raises it again.
Mistress Bower?
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something of you.
Have you? And just who are you, young man?
That doesn't matter. The important thing is that I want to help you and your husband.
I admit that I'm a little confused. You've come to ask me something, but at the same time you want to help me. What's going on?
I want to ask you not to confess to the vicar. Just take your husband and get out of here while there's still time.
I have no idea why you're so taken with my fate, or how you found out about my intentions. But I'll tell you one thing. Changing my mind is out of the question. I won't betray my faith, nor my brothers in Christ.
Oh, so I can only convince her. Good thing I raised my stats a bit.
You speak of your brothers in Christ, but what about the people in Ujits?
What of them? Most of them are idlers, gamblers, adulterers, or outright thieves.
Maybe they aren't folk after your own heart, but does that mean they aren't worthy of salvation? Isn't that up to God to decide?
I'm just describing, not judging them. That judgment does indeed rest solely with our Lord.
But if you confess, all those people will be in danger. God knows how many of them will end up burned at the stake merely because of the vicar's dislike.
The vicar will be the one to send them to the flames, not I. Am I to blame for the sins of others?
No, but you can prevent more sinning. Isn't that your mission? To keep people from sinning?
I'm sorry, but I just can't act otherwise. I've had enough of persecution, of living in fear and hiding who I truly am. I want to live and die in God's truth, not falsehood.
But that's madness.
You'd better go. And although I don't quite understand your motives, I thank you for your words.
Oh, great. So I failed in...
Hey, who's there?
I can't talk to him.
What do you want here? Hop it or I'll port it on.
Ah, so that didn't work at all. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do is... I should have saved it right before I talked to her. Okay, I'm gonna have to ride back again. I need to save right before I talked to her. I should have did that. I wasn't thinking at the time. But at least I know that one option is not going to work. Alright, open this door. Yeah, let's not bother with the torch. We don't need it. Alright. You got Pebbles. Alright, Pebbles, we gotta ride out. First things first, we will ride over here to the inn. Speed things up a bit. This way. Wait, what's my nourishment? Nourishment is pretty low. 2 pieces of bread will do it. Alright, now we gotta ride through the forest. Oh crap. Don't tell me that injured. Please don't say that injured Pebbles. Okay, good. You can still run. Come on, Pebbles. We'll let him in on time. Alright, there's the Bowers place. Alright, here we go. Alright, save it here. Let's go ahead and drink the Bard and the Amor.
Mistress Bower?
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something of you.
Have you? And just who are you, young man?
I know this will sound like madness, but I'm one of the Vicar's men.
Oh, I see. So it's the devil who sent you. In that case, my time is up. Don't worry. I'll come quietly.
No. No, that's not how it is.
So, what is it you want?
I want to ask you not to confess to the Vicar. Just take your husband and get out of here while there's still time.
I have no idea why you're so taken with my fate, or how you found out about my intentions. But I'll tell you one thing. Changing my mind is out of the question. I won't betray my faith, nor my brothers in Christ.
Okay, so now the second option is not going to work.
But now you've got a chance to escape. Surely you won't throw it away.
I won't oppose God's will for me.
For heaven's sake, woman! If it were God's will you should burn, it would have happened a long time ago.
You can't know that.
And don't you think the investigation is dragging on a bit? Do you think nobody in the village speaks badly of you? Don't fool yourself. Those old people from the farm who keep to themselves, they're ripe for denouncing, aren't they? And yet nobody's come to arrest you so far. It may just be that God is giving you time to get away.
You may be right, but I can't lie. It's against all my teaching.
You won't have to lie if you're never asked any questions. Just leave. You can preach elsewhere. I'm sure you have lots of friends who'd love to take you in.
But I don't want to run.
No one wants to run away, but sometimes we have no choice. If you run, your faith will live on. That must mean something.
You're right. I shouldn't give in so easily. I've just grown so weary of the endless persecution.
You should pack up and run away as soon as you can. The vicar might get here any minute.
Thank you.
Don't delay.
Okay, good. I persuaded her. Okay, so what do I do now that she's been persuaded? Haven't said anything about. Okay, wait, I don't see. Wait, there we go. Pass the message to the vicar. Okay, so. Okay, so I convinced her. Does that mean I need to go talk to, where is it? There it is. There's nothing else, so alright, we're gonna go ride back and I'm gonna speak to Godwin first before I speak to the vicar. Godwin should be awake at noon. Because around that time he was still climbing down the ladder. He must have woke up around 11. There's the vicar. The one I need to speak to is, of course, still sleeping upstairs. So, wait, what? Wait, how did I? Okay, so apparently I was supposed to not talk to them. Okay, so after I talked to her, I'm supposed to talk to the vicar. I don't know, I was still limited on time with him. Alright, let's try this once again. Drink a more and Bard.
Mistress Bauer?
What is it?
I've come to...
Have you?
I know...
Oh, I...
No.
So...
I want to ask...
Blah, 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 wait for the barcode.
But now you've got to...
I won't... You can't...
And don't...
You may be right, but I don't... You're right.
You should pack...
Thank you.
Don't delay.
Okay, persuaded her. Alright, so me and Pebbles need to get back to the town. Alright, we're gonna get back to the town and we're gonna talk to... So I think I literally have to talk to him, like, before the time is up at 8. Alright, so I gotta hurry up and talk to this guy. Wait, where is he? Okay, so he's over here now? This guy really does disappear a lot. Alright, here he is.
Good day.
I found them, Monsignor.
Pardon me?
I found the heretics.
Really? And who are they?
The Bauer family and their entire household.
Well, I expect you to give me some evidence. In the last few days, I've been hearing how practically everyone here is a heretic.
I found that place the captive heretic talked about, and I found a family cross there. It took a bit of asking around, but I learned it belongs to the Bauers. Their farm isn't far from here, to the north. And then all I had to do was go there and do a little spying.
What of it? What did you hear?
Nothing at all. The farm was deserted, not a living soul anywhere.
Ha! They fled. So they are heretics.
What will you do, Monsignor?
It's not the first time the devil's spawn has fled from me. I'll do the same as always. Track them down and capture them. Don't worry, they won't get far. Thank you for your help. You may leave.
Okay, so that matter's taken care of. So now I can go back and talk to Sir Hanush about the issue. But now that the issue here is taken care of, I can also speak to Godwin. Which I gotta wait till 12. Because now that the matter here is settled, I can talk to Hanush and, not Hanush, but Godwin, and he can head over there to one of the encampments in Talmberg. I think it was Sir Divish that asked for the priest. I don't know how well he's going to take Godwin of all people. We know how he is. Ah, there he is.
There's something I need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
I'd like to help you, Henry, but I have other concerns.
What's happening?
I have a delegation here from the Archbishopric.
I see.
Go and ask...
I've taken care of the matter, so... Wait, he's still here? Thought we took care of it. Why is he still here? Oh, he's just eating. I thought they were like randomly searching people's homes. Well, I don't know what's going on there. I did take care of the issue. Sir Hanush. Okay, let's ride back over here to Talmberg. So I'm just gonna have to clear up these other matters. I think I already went in around and asked about the information for the yeah, I went to all the inns. I went to all the herbalists. Alright, let's go, Pebbles. It's right over here, Sir Divish. There we go.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I've arranged some beer for you from the local tavern.
You're a proper treasure, you are. I'm gonna put a word in about how well you look after us. Like your own kith and kin.
The charcoal burners nearby have some stocks of pitch they'll let us have.
That's handy. Sir Rubard will be pleased. What little we had left was running out, and he was getting worried.
Well, he can stop worrying.
Good. I'll get someone to take care of it.
Alright, so, Divjus. Wait a minute. So you're telling me Divjus over here? Oh, it's Sir Hanush I needed to... Wait, where's Divish? Which camp was Divish in? Oh yeah, I still haven't handled the matter of the priest, but I guess I have to... Oh, I think I need to speak to Sir Hanush first before that matter gets handled, so I need to ride up here. Oh, it's him right here.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
It's all sorted out, sir. You've no need to worry about the vicar anymore.
Excellent. Some good news at last. I've heard some pretty wild rumors from Ujits. So what happened there exactly?
Maybe this will surprise you, sir, but there really were heretics in Ujits.
Are you telling me the vicar didn't come to stick his nose in my possessions?
I don't know about that, but he definitely suspected there were heretics hereabouts, and he was right.
Christ, a man doesn't expect that sort of thing in his own fiefdom. Did you catch them?
No, they ran away. The vicar's investigation wasn't exactly low-key. Anyway, they've definitely fled beyond your estate.
Well, that's at least something. And the vicar?
He's probably hot on their heels.
Well, I hope he doesn't come back. Anyway, Henry, thanks for dealing with that vicar. You pulled a thorn from my side. Here's a little token of my gratitude.
Thank you, sir.
Ooh. St. Michael, wait a minute. He gave me... How good is this sword that he gave me? Hey. Not very good. Okay, let's see if I can fix this thing up. I think I can only fix swords I'm actually holding though, so let's fix these. So I can't repair that sword. So he gave me something altogether useless. I can still sell it though. But since that matter's taken care of with Hanush, and since the vicar's gone, I think I already dealt with all the herbalists. Yeah, I dealt with all the herbalists. There's only 3, so I need to head back to Ujits. Talk to Sir Godwin, because now that I talked to Hanush, that means the vicar should be gone from that location now. So I should be able to convince him.
Radishes, carrots, and apples that'll put a smile on your face.
Alright, we're back. Good, Goblin's here. The Viker should be gone. Wait, he's still here? Why is he still here?
There's something I need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
Has someone requested my services?
Sir Divish himself.
Well, 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 Sir Divish sends for me, and you're doing the asking, young Hal. How could I refuse? I'll go there right away.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so that's taken care of. Alright, Pebbles, we got that taken care of. Yeah, I'll pass on that side quest. Find out if some herbalists could brew up some sleeping. So who did I get this from? I spoke to all the herbalists, though. Pretty sure I spoke to all the herbalists. Did I speak to the... Wait a minute. Did I speak to the... No, yeah, I did speak to the one... Wait, did I go to the one in Ledechko? I did go to the one outside Ujits. I went to this one. Maybe I didn't go to the one outside of Ledechko. Because I was pretty certain I talked to them all. Wait a minute, but I also did take out a herbalist. Ooh, I might have broken it there. Well, I'm about to find out. I mean, the only thing I can think of is I'm supposed to make a lot of the, let's see, the closest one is in the forest up ahead. Oh, good, it's not too steep. Or is it? Come on, you can make it. You can make it, Pebbles. Come on. Okay, it's too high up. Oh wait, can I ride up the side here? Yeah, it's too steep. You know, a lot of these bushes are in the way. Come on. Yeah, basically it's too steep. Oh yeah, this is where that cliffside was at. Okay, what's the easiest way to... Oh wait, I'm going in the wrong direction. I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, what I'm looking for is over here. Oh. Oh, fellas. Yeah, what I'm looking for is up here. Is this guy serious? I don't have time for these guys. Keep riding, Pebbles. Oh, here we go. Wait, I did come to her before.
Is there anything I can do for you?
As it happens, there is. Drahamira, a widow from Ledechko, requested my services. But it's a long way on foot, and me with my back in such dreadful pain. I simply can't face the journey.
All the way from Ledechko? What, they don't have a herbalist there?
They do, but she didn't want a local. She's a rich widow, inherited a butcher's shop. You know how folks like to gossip, especially about anyone who's better off than them. Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
Exorcisms?
You know, banishing ghosts, smudging, spells.
No, I don't.
I don't think I'm the right man for the job. I don't want to mess up and end up haunted for life.
Okay, so I talked to all the herbalists though, so they didn't give me anything different from what they're supposed to. Unless I was supposed to buy the recipe for hair of the dog. I think I already knew it. Take that more. And the Bane. Maybe I was supposed to read one of these. It's on a quest. I learned to hear a dog. Maybe it's supposed to, or maybe that's not the correct one. There was one particular, yes, this cockerel potion. Restores energy, wakes you up and keeps. No, that's something else. Well, I talked to all the herbalists. I don't know what else they would need from me to tend to that issue, unless I'm missing another herbalist that happens to live out in these clouded areas. Okay, and the only other area, last thing I have to do is talk to this Conrad guy over here. So, well, not interested in the Wayfarer. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the inn that's around here near the monastery, get a good night's sleep, and I think I'll cut it off there for this episode, because I have no idea if whether or not the task that I'll have to deal with concerning the engineer is going to be widespread or not, because literally that hunt that they put me on took up the longest. I was fortunate to find out where that bridge was. You got pebbles. I hear him. Oh, there he is. Let's get this torch out. Alright, that way we can see. Now, which way was the, I believe it's this way. We just need to stay on the road. Wait, am I going the right direction? No, I'm not going the right direction. How did I get turn around that badly? Okay, I remember I rode out of here. So I believe it's this road here. Oh, I think that's the end over there. It is. If I'm correct, that room up here should still be mine. Yep, still mine. Let's get around to 8. The bathhouses will at least be up and running by then. Actually, it'd probably be better to go to the bathhouse and just clean up there, because it also saves it. Because I know they'll at least be open by 8 o'clock. I'll need to get some food set up too. That way, when I get started and I'm already clean, I'm already fresh, I can just jump right into everything. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this torch. on, Pebbles. Here we are.
I'm interested in your services.
And what is it you'd like?
I'll certainly need a physician to treat my wounds. Then a hot bath and laundering my clothes.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Alright, there we go. We're all cleaned up. Game is saved. So, me and Pebbles are going to leave it here. When we get back, we'll go talk to this engineer. Till then.